Hey, we're on day 11. I'm trying out a new filter today. I love these eyes. Yeah, I'm easily impressed. Okay, so today I've had something that's been coming through me like for the last few hours, and it just kept coming and coming and coming, and I know that it's content that I need to share for today, for day 11. And what it is the two most powerful words that you will ever hear, ever use, more so use. I'm not going to tell you what they are just yet, but what I'm going to say is the limitations that we have are limitations we put on ourselves. I know we all like to blame outside circumstances. You know, I wasn't born into this, people like me don't deserve that kind of thing, that's too expensive. They're all limitations that we're actually putting on ourselves. And you don't realise, you go through life thinking that you're dealt a hand and that's your hand in life and that's it, and life happens to you. But the truth is, life doesn't happen to you. You make life happen for you. And hi, Wisme. Thanks for jumping on. I can't actually see how many people are on because I don't think my signal's great out here. Yeah, so let me get back to what I was talking about. Yeah, so the two most powerful words that you'll ever use, ever, is I can't. Because once you say those words, I can't, then you can't. Then you've put a ceiling on yourself. It's like putting yourself in a box. I can't afford that. I can't do that. Someone like me can't do that. It's not actually the truth. Shall I tell you the only difference between a poor person and a wealthy person? Not just in money, but in mindset and everything. The only difference between those two people, it's really simple. It's this. It's your mind. Someone that's had a lot of money can lose it and make it back again. But someone that's always been poor will always remain that way. Why? Because whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. The person who's already been wealthy has the evidence that they can be wealthy, so they can do it again. There's no barriers. It's like the 4-minute mile. It was impossible. Nobody could do it. Nobody could do it. It was impossible. Everybody said, you'll never do that. No one can ever do that. And then one day, it was done. And then do you know what happened after it was done? There were so many years before where it had never been done before because it was impossible. Once it was done, other people started breaking it. And other people started breaking it because it wasn't a ceiling anymore. It was possible. It was possible. And things are possible for you. Anything is possible for you. Anything is possible. The universe is infinite with possibilities and with gifts. And we limit ourselves because we're just conditioned that way, aren't we? That, you know, someone like me shouldn't have that. Well, if I'd have listened to that someone like me, I wouldn't be here now today, because I'd think, well, people like me don't do this. You know, I grew up on a council estate. Wasn't poor, but we weren't wealthy. But as I've grown up and I've done mindset work, I realised that, why am I putting limitations on myself? Go away. Yeah, why am I putting limitations on myself? Why? When I can have anything I want. It's like when you think of something you want. Let's just take a holiday, for example. Say you want a really nice holiday. You want to go skiing or something. But you think, oh, skiing's not for someone like me. Skiing's not for my family. You know, we don't do that sort of thing. That's just for the rich and elite. But actually, what's stopping you going and looking? What's stopping you pricing it up? What's stopping you saving for it? Even if it takes a year or 2 years, there's nothing stopping you. It's your mind, straight away. Your barrier. This is your barrier. You're like your greatest enemy. Your own mind is your barrier. And you need to stop saying those two words, I can't. Because you can, and it's possible. And anything that seems impossible now is possible. You need to calibrate to people who have what you want, because they're in that energy space. Look at the man that ran the 4-minute mile. When people calibrated to him and what he'd done, they started to run the 4-minute mile. He opened up endless possibilities to them because they'd been told all the time it was impossible. And when he did it, it was suddenly possible. And people started to calibrate to that. People started to do the same and to think the same and think it's possible. The mind is so, so powerful. I mean, I just love the psychology of the mind and how it works. Your mind is the most powerful computer, most powerful tool that you'll ever have. And people just live day to day on autopilot. People just live day to day doing the same old things, just thinking you get through life, you know, but you need to take life, you need to grab life, and you need to do what you want to do. So if I can give you anything today, it's to stop using the words I can't. When you find yourself saying I can't, I want you to instantly grab yourself and say, yes, I can have that, and hold on to that feeling. Don't let the can'ts creep in again. Keep holding on to that feeling. And what I would recommend to do today is to write a list of all the things that you actually want to do. Things that aren't a barrier. So just put anything on it. You know, if you want to fly to Mars, put that on there. I want you to write a list where there's no limitations. I want you to sit down and really think, what do I want? What would I have if there were no barriers in my mind? If there were no monetary barriers, if there was no mindset barriers, what would I do? And I want you to write a list and write as many as you can. And then I want you to start focusing on actually doing what's on the list. Any way that you can. I can't is not in your vocabulary anymore. Impossible is not in there either. Write the list, get rid of I can't, and start to take control of your life rather than life controlling you. That's my inspirational message for today, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.